Hey everyone, I'm John.
And I'm Miranda.
And we're back for another Worst Comic Podcast Ever Daddy-Daughter review. This time we're going to be doing Season 1, Episode 15 of Supergirl. The episode is called Solitude, and we'll talk about it right after this. Alright, so when we start this episode, there's a lot going on because there's been things going on the last few episodes, kind of relationships between the different characters, and I see it as three kind of triangles. The first one I wanted to mention was the Kara, Hank, Alex triangle. So why is Kara mad at Hank?
Well, Kara is mad at Hank because Hank said that he supposedly killed Astra, but it was really Alex.
Right, so Kara's telling Alex, I'm mad at Hank and I don't want to work with Hank, and Alex feels guilty because she knows it was really her, and she really had no other way. She's a regular human, so to stop a Kryptonian isn't very easy.
Yeah, especially for Supergirl when she's mad.
Now, I don't know why couldn't she just hold the knife close? Like, it seems like Kryptonite should hurt a Kryptonian. It doesn't have to stab him. Like, couldn't it just hold him close? They're a little fuzzy on how well Kryptonite works.
Yeah, they're inconsistent about that, because, like, the room that has kryptonite filters or whatever, when Alex and Kara first, spar.
Right, they don't have to kill you with it, just get it close and it weakens you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a little bit unusual. Okay, how about, and then the Kara, Lucy, James triangle?
Ooh, it seems a little more complicated because Lucy thinks it's Lucy, James, and Supergirl, but it's really Lucy, James, and Kara.
Right. And James feels like he's in trouble because Lucy doesn't know that Kara's Supergirl, so he doesn't understand.
She doesn't understand.
But in reality, I think she does understand. I think she's right in that James does care about Supergirl and isn't too sure he's exactly in love with Lucy.
Yeah.
So he's trying to put pressure on Kara to say, can I tell Lucy you're Supergirl? But I think that doesn't really solve their problem. Mm-hmm. I think their problems are deeper than that. And then the other one that's kind of funny, is the Kara, Kat, Siobhan triangle. And it almost kind of makes you wonder, why not just fire Kara? Like, if you think she's doing a bad job, why not fire her? Why get this other gal, Siobhan?
Well, Kat's more teasing her with Siobhan than really,
But telling her that Siobhan's now the number 1 assistant and Kara's the number 2 assistant.
Yeah.
But Siobhan, she has her little moments, but she showed some moments here where she wasn't totally perfect.
She's a little bit of a brat.
I'm not going to disagree with that. Now, I think Siobhan is going to end up getting superpowers later.
What do you think she's going to become?
Well, she's going to become, I think, Banshee. There's a character, Banshee. She's got this mystical connection, and eventually she can make this scream that can kill a person.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's supernatural. Okay, so in this one we get a few little things, but first of all, let's talk about, we get this hacker. And at first we think it's a regular hacker, but it turns out it's not a regular hacker. It
looks like a normal hacker, but...
But who is it? Do you remember what they called her?
Her name's Indigo, but I don't remember what she is.
Indigo, Brainiac 8. So the Kaluans from Kalu, as a planet, and they are like technical experts, like they're computer experts, brilliant people. And there's a particular branch of them called Brainiac, and there was a Brainiac who, in the old comics, shrunk down the city where Supergirl is from, or not that city, but another city called Kandor. Anyway, so this whole background.
Oh, Kandor?
Right.
That's where it comes from.
Right. So Brainiacs are bad. And so she's a Brainiac and she's Indigo, she's computer, she can digital, and she's gonna try to blow up the world. Bad, right?
Yeah.
And then she's also got some history with Non. They make it sound like she and Non kind of had this thing together.
Yeah, it sounds like they knew each other.
Right. So to try to figure out what's going on, my favorite part of the whole episode, because the episode's called Solitude, they go to the Fortress of Solitude. Right. And so Supergirl picks up the super dense key to open it up. That thing should be heavier. If she could pick that up that easy, it makes a lot of the other things make no sense because she's that insanely strong. Like, nobody else can pick up the key, but she can pick it up anyway.
Well, it's probably really heavy and stuff.
Right. They go into the fortress, and it's weird. It's snowing inside the Fortress of Solitude.
Well, maybe it's some Kryptonian magic thing.
Like, put a roof on it.
There is a roof on it.
But then why is it snowing on the inside?
snow can fall through the cracks, or there's like this
But
special
then-
Kryptonian device.
That makes snow? Like Superman wants to live in a snow globe. Alright.
Well,
Anyway.
it's probably like controlled.
Yeah, I guess. There's the cool big sculpture that shows Jor-El and Lara, Kala's parents, holding Krypton. It's a really cool thing that shows up in different places in the comics. My favorite part is the Legion of Superheroes ring. We get a super close-up on the Legion of Superheroes ring. I'm a huge Legion of Superheroes fan. That was so magical. You don't even get it. It's fine. But it was awesome. It was awesome. And they meet Kellex, who's this little robot thing from Krypton. That was awesome. And that's where they put together the whole computer thing.
Yeah.
So then Supergirl doesn't want to work with Hank and the DEO.
Nope.
So she works with her team. They're working on there with their team. They actually recruit, what's his name? Win to go help out with that. And they're both working separately, but it turns out to conquer the whole thing, they gotta work together. Aww. So they work together, and Supergirl stops the nuclear missile. There's a couple weird things about that. Like,
Yeah.
she'll, like, here's the rocket, and she'll fly to catch up to it, but as soon as she catches up to it, she can barely keep up with it. You know, it's like, how can you be faster with it back here, but then just barely faster than
Well,
it
maybe
here?
she gets more exhausted as the time goes on. I mean, that
could
happens.
be. Yeah, I hear you. So she's got to stop the nuclear missile, right?
Yeah.
But then what? After she types in the code for the nuclear missile, what does she do?
She just like steps back.
And lets it fall into the water. Like, that's filled. If that like damages the case, all the nuclear material could get out.
And then harm seawater.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know why she doesn't catch it and fly away with it. Like, fly it to the Fortress of Solitude or throw it into the sun or something like that. Like,
How would you do it in the sun?
really hard. You throw it really, really hard. That's what I do. Back when I was a kid, Superman would throw stuff into the sun like every other issue. Like, it was the most popular thing to do. So she stops Indigo 8, stops the Brainiac 8, Indigo, sorry. And now you there was a Doctor Who reference.
Yeah.
There was a Harry Potter reference.
That was definitely a fan person's episode today.
Yes. There was a lot of little nice little things. I thought that, I will say that I did think that Indigo looked a lot like Mystique. And I will tell you, the woman who plays Indigo, Laura Vandervoort, she played Kara on the old Smallville TV show. So she actually used to play Supergirl, and now she's fighting the new Supergirl. It's crazy. All right, so what are you looking for coming up? What are the things in this episode that you think are going to play out later on?
Well, the Siobhan.
Siobhan.
Yeah, I can't remember her
Yep,
name.
it's pronounced Siobhan.
That's weird because
Yep.
the spelling's completely different.
It's a Irish thing.
Well, first of all, I think that's definitely Banshee is definitely gonna come.
Right.
It's gonna be interesting
Plus, she's got this relationship now
with James.
with Win.
Oh yeah.
Remember, she kisses him before they get on the elevator. You're not a fan of that. Good for you,
No.
Win. Good for you. Win's needed a girl or a girlfriend. Now, I don't think the relationship's gonna work out because she's got all the cards. But at least. Okay, you're not a fan. You're not shipping that right now.
That's my no TP.
Okay. I will say, one other thing I loved, another scene I loved was the Alex, Supergirl, Hank thing at the end.
Oh, it's so sweet.
That was really sweet. And I've said it before, Kyler Lay, who plays Alex Danvers, you're my favorite person on the show. You're my favorite person. Best person on the show, period. That's me, John Holloway, my opinion. But I'm just going to say it. Kyler Lay, you're awesome. If you ever want to come and be interviewed by the Worst Comic Podcast Ever, I will make that happen, all right? That's not going to happen. But that would be awesome if that were to happen.
Yes, it'd be really cool.
Yeah. So I thought that, obviously, Indigo's not dead. Non brings her back.
Well, with that weird... She's like in parts, though.
Yeah, but clearly he's going to put her back together. Like, she's not done, okay?
Yeah, so that would be obvious.
Here's the other big thing. What is Myriad? What is Myriad?
What was it in the comics?
I don't know of a reference off the top of my head. I could look it up, but I don't like to spoil it. I don't remember what Myriad is off the top of my head from the comics. If there's a story that involves Myriad, I don't know what it is, and I don't even want to know. I'm not going to look it up. I'm not going to read about it online. But I will tell you, it is something of a mystery. Clearly, we know the name Myriad, but the computer won't talk about it. The hologram thing won't talk about it. Nobody wants to talk about what Myriad is. So I would like to know. But it sounds bad.
Secret.
I think that's going to be the big thing for the end of the season. Is Supergirl's going to have to stop this Myriad thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
It's like an apocalypse.
It sounded bad. It sounded really bad. I'm going to give this episode 9 out of 10 stars. I thought it was really great. My only thing was I didn't like the way Supergirl handled the nuclear missile. I thought that was kind of lame, but I thought I liked how they tied back in Alex and Hank and everybody. I liked how we got this cool new villain. I like how we got the Fortress of Solitude, the Legion of Superheroes ring. I thought it was awesome. How about you, out of 10?
I definitely really did like this episode, so I'd also give it like an 8 or 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it was amazing. I loved all of the, I like the problem.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty interesting how Indigo, like, said that she was the reason that Carl was on Earth. I like
Oh,
that.
yeah, that was a good
really
reveal,
cool.
too. Yeah.
And all the Easter eggs in this episode, it was really great.
Yep. All right. Very good. We'll look forward to next episode. Obviously, no episode of The Flash this week, so we're going to do Supergirl. I'm sure we'll watch Legends tomorrow on Thursday. So hope you guys are enjoying all the shows, and we'll see you next time. All right. Thanks. Bye.